Oh, is that as bright as it's gonna go? Hold on a second. Go to green for a second. Hold on, green it is. Okay, there. That's better. I'm like, wait a minute, it's too dark in here. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Be So Light tribe of beautiful souls that you are. So today was one of those days where the title of this video is all about just do it already. So I had something that I was sitting on and trying to navigate through, and I like had part of it done, but I didn't push the button. So I finally, because of some of the things that I've experienced within the YouTube and everything, and they did some algorithm changes, so the AI is doing different things. Megan, um, Megan is in now, but you know what? Wait a minute. I can't call the AI Megan. Okay, I have to call it Mother. Now you know where I'm getting that one from, right? How about this? The movie Aliens. Remember how Ripley was always she's running at that time and she says, "I shut it down, Mother. I shut it down. It's back it off." And Mother comes back. You have T minus 14 seconds. No, T minus 14 minutes. I think 14 minutes to get off of the ship or something like that. T minus 14 minutes. And she goes, "Mother, F you!" She yells at her. So I actually have to call the AI on YouTube Mother. Not the Divine Mother. It's the other one that's like Mother. It doesn't have a really nice life force. It's just like Mother. So Mother. Um, don't ask me why. Just go with it. It's a Friday, day before a new moon. Just go with it. So anyway, the reason why I'm sharing with you this one part about our just do it already. So I had to really push the button on my Patreon page. And I had it set up, but I was frustrated with a picture that I had. I didn't like it. Then this picture I put up, it blocked itself out into four things, and I couldn't figure out how to get that undone. I'm only 57. I missed a train for all the AI download stuff, so I only get part of it. When all the babies are born with it, they know how to operate their phones and all this stuff at age what, 0, 1? I don't know. So they know how to get in there and do all that. What? Who? What? Somebody's texting me. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I got people, I don't know what's happening. So anyway, just do it already. If there's something that you have been encouraged to do, or you're getting that push to do it, just do it already. I got my new cap on. Just do it already. Stop sitting back making excuses on not doing it. Here's the best way to solve that situation. Get someone that's for you, that is for your growth, for your divineness, for your sovereignty way. Get someone that you trust and you call them and say, "Hey, can you call me back? I have something I'm trying to do and I need you to stay on my butt until I get it done." That means they're going to partner up with you for like an hour or two to complete something that you need to do. And sometimes what happens when you're trying to do something, there's this hesitation, there's this, I don't know if I should do it. There's this, well, I can wait. That's usually the procrastination. I can wait another day. I can wait another week. I can wait another month. I can wait another 2 months. And then before you know it, a whole year goes by and you still haven't done it yet. So when you take the chance and you step into yourself and you get someone to help witness you, okay? The witnessing from a divine person of just loving you for who you are, not trying to change you or nothing like that. Someone who's just they they love you for you. That's it. They're not going to hold animosity. They're for whatever you're trying to do. They're not trying to talk you out of what you're doing. They're not trying to side wink you. They're not going to have envy issues. They're not going to support you and then talk about you badly after you do something or put all your business out there. They're not going to do that to you. Okay? That's what you want. And that person will work with you, or you guys team up together with your divine mind self to complete the task. This is what it's going to be like this year. Those of you that are sitting out there in la la land thinking that you need to be by yourself trying to take on the world, you might want to change that thought process, because it's no longer about doing it by yourself, or I got to do it by myself. I got to try to figure out all this stuff by myself. Okay, well, bear with me here. Have you been doing it by yourself? How's that working for you so far? Maybe it's time to get a buddy witness friend to buddy with you, witness you when you start to backslide so you won't get out of it. I mean, all my little things were coming up like, go to this button, go to here. And I'm like, oh, I'm so frustrated. I just want to not do this, because it's technical stuff. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. So, needless to say, finally got it done. And it's linked to my YouTube page, which is really cool. So, any videos that I want to load up that I can't put here, I will put it over on my Patreon page. So, there's not going to be any issues with. I like that, YouTube. I've taken the analogy of that AI computer that was on the spaceship in Aliens with the xenomorphs running around, and now I am giving your AI the name, but it's not a divine mother. It's just dragged down nuts. Doesn't have a good light. That one. Anyway, you guys are gonna have fun with that. So, so no, I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my head. I don't know where I get these things. I don't know where it comes from. It just drops down into me. I think I just grew up with a lot of different horror movies, and Aliens was one of my favorite movies because to just watch Ripley, my favorite scene is when she had to get into that. I'm digressing for a second, but let's have a moment. When she got into that big robotic thing, the yellow one, and then when the girl was underneath the grid and she's running, and then alien mother pulls it up, and then the girl's like, ah, and then you hear the door going, "Mm," and then Ripley comes out, and then raises up, get away from her, you bitch. I love that movie. Okay, I just had a moment. So anyway, you really just laugh. Just it's good for your white blood cells. It's good for your red blood cell. It's good for your oxygen. It gets your breath moving. it also helps you to speed up your metabolism when you laugh because it changes the chemical components in your brain. So, anyway, so just do it. Have somebody work with you and witness you. And when I say witness you, witnessing you taking that step and completing it. Boom. And hitting the button, and now you're live. So now my Patreon page is live. So I will put more information. It's actually Patreon Galactic Spiral Light. That's what it is. It's easy to find. You'll see my face. Um, so just do it. If you're sitting on something and you are struggling trying to do it and you keep lagging, kind of lagging yourself, you keep negotiating with yourself. Aren't we good at that? We do that a lot. We negotiate ourselves right out of our dreams, right out of things that we're supposed to be doing. We try to negotiate the best possible non-commitment thing that we're going to do. And we tell ourselves we're going to do it, we're going to set it up, we're going to get active with it, but then you negotiate with yourself. Why do we do that? Why do you negotiate with yourself on what you're going to do? Why? What's in it for you when you negotiate with yourself? What's in it for you? Why are you negotiating with yourself? Are you afraid of, if you take the step to do something, that you might have to be committed to the outcome, or are you afraid that you won't get the outcome of what you were looking for? What's the blockage? What do you how do you want to describe the blockage? How do you want to describe what's keeping you right here, just right there, and you're not going to go any further than that? What is it? Because as soon as you call yourself out, you can remedy it and step forward. You have to call yourself out. And that's what I did today. I just called myself out. I said, okay, I need to do this. I need to just push that button. But there's some things I'm not happy with. And so when we were in there designing it, and I said, I'm just not happy with this design, the original design I picked. I just really don't like it. And she goes, well, pick something else. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll put something else in there. And I did. So the one tier that I have of is called the Stargate Priestess group. Now, this Stargate Priestess group is already currently on Facebook in a private group. That's the only way you're going to get into that group. It's private. Um, because I like to keep it where people are coming in to do their soul healing, their work on themselves, they're activating themselves. And I like to keep it where it's a safe environment for people, and there's none of these people that get in there and they like to start trouble. I'll put your butt out quick. You're out. Um, I don't like chaotic energy people that do stuff like that, because it just shows you need to heal, but you're not willing to take accountability for your healing. So what is there to do? What do, So that's how people get into that group. But because I'm really taking things down from Facebook, I really just don't want to be on Facebook anymore. I mean, it's good for just like if you want to do business thing, but let's look at Facebook. Facebook is old platform. It's going metaverse. I don't feel like being bothered with that. And that's just not a part of me. It's not a part of my it's not a part of me. It's just kind of time to change it up. That's all there is to it. Change it up. So when you change something up, you're changing it up because you need to level up to your highest part of yourself. And sometimes we stay stuck because it's comfortable. We stay stuck in relationships that aren't working. We stay stuck in jobs that are draining us to death, and you dread getting up every morning to go to it. You can't stand it. Thank you so much for the love. You just dread it. You dread doing it, but you go because this is the mentality of the enslavement system. If you have not figured this out yet, this is why we talk about be so light. Be so light means to be right in your light and to see the light in front of you, to see beyond the illusions, to see beyond what is keeping you stuck. And our jobs, certain jobs, create the stuckness because it's it's this job is creating this money for me so that I can do this, so that I can go forward and do this and do this. But that job is also the if it's not creating a positive output and it's causing you draining energy and you're resenting getting up in the morning, you're hitting that alarm clock over and over and over, or you just plain out just ignore it now. You don't want to even deal with it. And you're calling in sick all the time. You're making up scenarios why you can't go in. That job's not for you anymore. You've outgrown that job. And that's a place where you need to just say you're done. You got to move out of that. You got to get past that. But especially if you're having any kind of like nervous breakdown type of things, you get a high anxiety going in a job. Now, I want to be very transparent. I don't know why I'm on this job talk, but it must be needed for someone to know. In nursing, I enjoyed my career probably for the first 6 years, 6 or 7 years. Now, I stayed in nursing for about a good 28 years, 28 years. I just couldn't see myself going in and staying into it all the way to 30, 40 something years. I could not comprehend that in my brain. My body would not let me do that. So, just going and doing nursing, there were times when certain places, companies that I worked for, and I knew that we were always going to be short staffed, we were always going to have to push ourselves beyond our human level. I literally would be in a med room just having a meltdown of like I can't do it all. The nerves would take over and I would be like, okay, I got this admission, I got this discharge, I have all these med corrections, somebody made an error, I gotta try to figure this out, and da 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 da. And now so and so is not coming in to this person's not coming in. They're looking for someone to stay an extra 4 or 5 hours to cover part of the shift until they get somebody else. All of that stuff starts playing on you and weighing on you. And I remember myself many, many times I would get into a med room or I'd go into the bathroom and I would call my mom and tell her I'm having a really bad day. It's overwhelming right now. And this is before I really found out that I was such a sensitive and an empath. And I was feeling all of this stuff. Now imagine an empath in a hospital. In a hospital. Yes. We would go in the med room and there was a sign in there. I think it had something to do with hit your head here or something, bang your head here on this sign or something. There was a lot of head banging going on in the med room. There was a lot of cussing. There was a lot of, um, yeah, bang your head here. There you go. There was a lot of um, breaking downs, and there was a lot of overworking. And I remember the turning point for me when it was time for me to get out of nursing, not after my illnesses with cancer, not after injuries and all that stuff, but I had a really good friend who she was working too many jobs. Okay, she worked at Kaiser, then she was working Sutter, then she was working a long-term care unit. Okay, she was working three different places because what would happen when they would do the checking the statistic numbers for staffing, the staffing numbers, if you got called off from one of your jobs, you had your other place to go back up, you know. And then if your other job called you back, so say like Kaiser would only need you for 4 hours, then you can go work Sutter if you had your Sutter job, go over there and work your 3 or 4 hours, pick up 3 or 4 hours over there because they were doing all this, trying not to have nurses working so many doubles. But with the nursing shortage that came in, what happened, a lot of these nurses were overlapping themselves. And so some nurses would end up working way beyond 18 hours. They would be working, say, like 8 hours at Kaiser. They finish that, go to their other job and work their other 8 hours there. Oh, so and so didn't come in. Now they done worked a full 24 hours and they kept doing that and doing that, doing that. One of this particular nurse friend of mine, she was found at the job on the bathroom floor, dead, dead from heart attack. She just died. She literally worked herself to death. How many of us are working these jobs where you are working yourself to death? You have a date with death. She literally did that. And then there was another coworker about a month later. She was dead. She got home, died in her bathroom after working so much. Is it really that much for you to do to your body? So the title of this is Just Do It Now simply means there's something that you really feel called to do and it feels good to your soul. Please just go and do it. Step up to it. If you need a friend to witness you that'll have your back and support you, get that friend on the phone and say, "Hey, I'm trying to hold true to myself and I just need to step up and do this. Can I have you just witness me process and step through this? You don't have to try to fix me to do it, but I need to bounce ideals off of you. I need to hold myself accountable right now in this moment that I'm going to complete this task." Boom, period, be done. That's how you do that. Because there's stuff going on, okay, ether wise, and planets are aligning with your sign that's kicking your butt all over the place. And it's a lot easier to just say, you know what, screw this. I just want to kind of, what's on HBO? What's on Tubi? What's on YouTube? What's on, what's on my bed? What's in my pillow? Let me just lay down, and just kind of just check out for a little bit. Now, checking out when you need to check out is fine because you need to kind of shut down, recalibrate yourself, and kind of get divinely reloaded again. Okay, you're going to find yourself doing that a lot going in from the end of this month to next month, the month after that. Okay, it's just because the energies are so high. Now, Jess on Bahati Life, Jess, love you. I follow her, and she's so good. I put a couple of her videos up in my um, Facebook pages, but yesterday she was talking about the psychic attacks. Now, this is why I'm saying just do it. Just sometimes you got to go beyond stuff. Just get out of the comfort zone. Just do it. But sometimes you have something that's attacking you. Okay, that's attacking your mental status. That's attacking you emotionally. energetically. There's energies and stuff that's bombarding your system. And when it's hitting you hard, it makes it a little challenging to get out there and to be you, to do you, to show up as you. And some of us, we don't want to do it. Some of us are tired. Some of us are tired for the damn movie to end. Okay? Those of us that know about the movie, your popcorn's gone. You don't have any gum. There's no more soda. The theater chairs you're sitting in has made a butt imprint of you because this movie has not come to an end. Avatar has come and gone. What Megan has come and gone. We got these movies that have come and gone, but we still have one major movie that's just been playing way too long. And that is another part of limitation where people are negotiating in themselves, but do I really have the time to do this? Think about it. Do I have the time to do this? Do I have the time? Because this and this and this and this and this is out here and it's playing around out here. Do I have the time left to do this? Yeah, you do. It's your time. However, you're choosing to show up to participate in that. Yes, you do. You have the time. It's what you make of it. And like I said on my Facebook page today, I want you to think about this. And it was an eye opener last night after I took my medicine bath. And it was this statement, divine energy that comes in. And I'm like, wow. You know how everyone is always saying, you signed up for this. You are a part of this whole task. This is a great time to be alive right now in this moment of everything that's happening onto the planet. You signed up for this. Okay. Here on Be So Light, I want you to shift into 100% of your light right now and listen to how this is said. Yes, you signed up for this because we already did this. And this time we are getting it right. Because last time when we did this, we destroyed ourselves with our technology knowledge in the Atlantean time, which was in the fifth dimension. Follow me, follow me, follow me. So, how many years, if we look at that technology, what was that? Way back, thousands of years, of 3,000, whatever. Let's just say round it off to 300 something years. We were already in Atlantis. Okay. And a lot of that Atlantis energy is still here on this planet. That shows that we already did this. Because what do? We keep repeating timeline cycles, which in order to break a timeline cycle, there has to be a new one that comes in and splices the old and makes it drop down. Like in all the other timelines of the Sumerians and everything else that was back in that time. So if you are in this place of you're here, it's because you already know that we already did what we needed to do then, and now we are making it better now, which means we're moving more in that higher six and seven dimensional self, working from there to guarantee the outcome is going to be good for the highest good of the planet, the animals, the people, and everybody. Okay? That's what that means. This task right now that we're in is all about just doing it. So every time when you get this place of you want to create, you want to move forward, you want to do this book, you got this program, you want to present, you want to help others, I want you to just step through the door and just do it. I want you to be able to just call a friend up that has your back, that will support you no matter what. They love you for you. They're not pissed off at you, envious, all the, not those type of people. You got good people in your life. These are the ones that say, "Go do it." I Yeah, push the yeah, those are the people you want. They witness you. They will watch you succeed through it. And these are the people that will be with you when you're really accelerating, doing what you're doing. They're there. Okay? These are your good people, not your headache people. Okay? So I want you to think about what it is that you're trying to do. If you got an inspiration stands for in spirit. Spirit came in and inspired you to move forward to do something. I want you to think about what is that? What is that you are feeling called to do? And is it beneficial for you as well as for someone else, or as a whole for the consciousness of the earth? Because this time we're here to get it right. We're here to do it right. We're not here to keep repeating the cycle. It's not about that. Now, if you want to stay on that 3 and 4 dimension, then yeah, you're going to keep repeating a cycle. But if you're in the new organic timeline, you're breaking that. And when we break it on a big level, we're not only breaking it in our physical, we're breaking it in our cellular level. We're breaking it through our DNA. We're breaking it down in our RNA. We're moving that and changing that. So this is that time. New moon's tomorrow. Some of you are already in the new moon. What is that new start that you want to step into? And how do you want to get yourself to break free of being stuck? Or it's right there and you're like not committing all the way. You want to commit. And I just want to bring it back and I'm going to close it out with it. You want to commit because Ripley, when she had to fight Mother, she, even though she was in that robotic thing and she went to town. She had once she was in that robotic thing, she had to make a commitment that she was gonna fight the xenomorph, get it off the ship. There wasn't gonna be no negotiating in her head that I gotta call in a team. Her team was gone. She was it. She had to make the commitment to do it. So sometimes we have to look at what is our xenomorph? What's the xenomorph that's keeping you. And then Mother AI is like, you have T minus 14 minutes to get off the ship. You know? Where's your xenomorph? Where's your xenomorph doing to you? Okay. So, on that note, I want each and every one of you to really think about it. What are you going to set into place tomorrow for your new moon? I'll come back tomorrow and we'll talk about the new moon energy. We'll talk about what the galactic calendar has to hold. And where is that gene key knowledge that we're stepping into? What's the gene key saying for us? So think about what I just said. Think about it. All right, that's a wrap. That's going to be a 4, 3, 2, 1. Be so light, like and subscribe. Be good to yourselves. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, all new subscribers. And I look forward to building a beautiful Patreon platform that will have some good growing moments. Let's just put it that way. Whatever the divine wants to guide it to be. I like being in that service. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. And that's a wrap. Be so light.